My name's Georgia and I graduated from the GeoEnergy MSc in 2022. My current job title is Graduate Energy Consultant with Savills. So I work in the real estate sector, but it's specialising in sort of renewable technologies and low carbon technologies. I act on behalf of a landowner or a developer of an energy technology, so whether that's onshore wind or solar, battery, hydrogen, carbon capture. And we go through a series of processes that include sort of site identification, acquisition, commercial negotiation, and valuation of project assets. The thing that I enjoy most about my job is the fact that it's very client-facing. So I'm on calls all the time with either the landowner or the developer, working out a strategy that is sustainable for them but is also commercially viable. I also love the variation of projects and the type of technology that we work for. So I've worked on projects with carbon capture, hydrogen, onshore wind, solar and battery storage. So yeah, I like the variation of the project. The thing that I find most challenging is probably learning how to prioritise my workload. So obviously having the fee earning work, but also having all the research tasks and checking in with policy and regulation, and in the sector and in the climate that we're in at the moment, it's just changing on the daily. So it's keeping up to date with that, being able to appraise like the client, and also getting all the other bits of fee earning work done. My advice, I think my first bit of advice would be to keep your eyes open on anything happening in the industry. So attending events like All Energy that we have in Scotland, but they run all over the country, just to keep up to date with policy, regulation, anything that's really happening in industry. It helps and gives you that edge when you come to interview or you have to present. But also it just keeps you in the loop with kind of, yeah, how the sector's going. Before GeoEnergy, I studied at Glasgow University. I did a geology BSc for 4 years, and thought that the natural progression with that, with my interest in energy and particularly transitioning to like low carbon energies, was the GeoEnergy programme at Edinburgh. At the time there was no other programmes that offered the same sort of modules or even covered the same topics that what Edinburgh had. So it was kind of the perfect place to come. I was already based in Scotland, so it was a natural sort of progression for me. I think also with Edinburgh is we have the world's leading experts on most of the things GeoEnergy, so carbon capture and storage and hydrogen storage being one of them, and that was a particular interest to me. So to know that we were getting taught, but also the courses were getting made by leaders in the industry really was attractive to me. GeoEnergy was a big step up from what I had studied previously, so geology, in terms of sort of the technical knowledge and the workload. But Edinburgh gave a really sort of supportive system, and all the lecturers and your classmates just became sort of a good community to work through the problems and the workload that was given out. I have lots of good memories from studying GeoEnergy at Edinburgh. I think the people that I studied with really made the experience just great. Like I wanted to go into uni and I wanted to learn. The facilities also down at the King's campus are amazing. So the lab facilities, I never got to use them a lot, but when I did, they were great. For my dissertation for the GeoEnergy MSc, I did a seismic interpretation of the mid-North Sea High, which is an area in the North Sea. It's previously been underexplored because there wasn't any oil or gas or anything, but it's now being reevaluated for carbon storage or hydrogen storage. And I looked at the data that the North Sea Transition Authority gave Edinburgh Uni to sort of interpret if there were any storage facilities underneath the North Sea for hydrogen. My main advice would be to any project or any like dissertation topic that you can choose, just choose something that you absolutely love or you're inspired by or it interests you, because it's a long piece of work and it is difficult, and if you don't enjoy it then it's just going to be a bit of a tough time. So just enjoy the topic and I think you'll enjoy like the time. Another piece of advice would be, don't be afraid to ask for help. I think everyone is so approachable, and even if you ask a classmate or something, you'll then have a relationship with them. But in terms of asking lecturers and things, everyone is super approachable and will do anything to help you.